One of the pretty well-known benefits of homeschooling is being able to cater the education to your child's interests. And another one of the benefits, especially when they're so young, is just learning from play. Just ample time to play, do what you're interested in, and then you're always learning something from that. And something that was just, it kind of came up today and came up really organically, and I thought it was so cool, is my son has been into maps recently. And it all started back, well, you're always playing. And so you're playing and you're learning about treasure hunts and you're learning about, hey, let's drive to the grocery store and let's drive home. Or we're on our drives and we're learning our address. And so just lots of little tidbits that go into maps and directions. So we used to, when he was, let's see, he's almost 7. So probably when he was three or four, we would play a game where we drew a map. Like I drew a map of our house, and then we would do like a treasure hunt. And so I would draw maybe where the couch is, and then he would have to go find where that is and find the next clue. So we kind of started really simple with just treasure hunts like that, and just understanding that if this is where the couch is, what is this over here? And so just kind of helping him understand the layout and how to line up a map and figure out things in relation to each other, right? So we did that like years ago. And we would do it every once in a while again, and we kind of revisit it. And then we talk about treasure maps and things like that still. So it's always coming up. Well, just here recently, we got a book from the library called What a Map Can Do. And it wasn't me saying, okay, today or this week or this month, we are learning directions and we're learning maps. It was, oh, this book looks pretty cool. And I showed it to him and he said, yeah. And so we got it and he's reading it. And then from reading this lately, he has been thinking more about maps and how to get places and directions. And so today, just kind of on his own, he was reading the book and then he said, oh, I need to make a map of my bedroom. So he did. And he went in and he thought about, where's my bed? Where's the fan in relation to my bed? And these are my drawers. And they have like little fairy twinkle lights above their beds. And so he drew the lights. So that was cute. And then he thought, well, now I have a map of one room in the house. Now I need to make a map of the house. And so he did. Let's see, what's the direction here? So he drew the hallway in his bedroom, and then a toilet for the bathroom, and then the hallway down to our room. And this is the couch. Looks very similar to what we would draw for our maps back when we would do treasure hunts. And then just different parts of the house. And so he's learning, like, this is next to this, but this is across from this. And so he's learning that spatial awareness, and to be able to translate it onto paper is huge. So then he said, Mom, we need to draw a map to, what was the first one? We need to draw a map to the park. And so I said, okay. So we pulled it up and I said, I'll draw the roads, you draw the symbols and everything. So then we talked about symbols and a key and what those mean, because the book had it in there. And so we put it in there, and we talked about that. Here's our house. You have to cross this street. Here we go, down here. And then here's the park. And then I said, well, then we need to learn about a compass rose. And so then I showed him, and he had heard north, south, east, west before. Like, he knew those words. And we talk about it every once in a while. He likes to watch the maps. When we're navigating in a town we don't know while we're driving, he always says, like, can I see the map? So we have to, like, kind of mount our phone in a place that he can watch just the little arrow go and turn. So when that's happening, we like to say, okay, now we're driving north and now we're going to turn east. And not expecting him to digest it all and to really internalize it. But the more they get exposed, like, the more when they are interested or their brain is ready for those concepts, they already have those vocabulary, they've already been exposed. And so then I said, okay, now we need to learn what this is. And so then we say north is up on the map always, and then east and west. And so then after we drew this, I don't even think I had to prompt him. He just said, okay, from our house we need to go east, and then we go south on campus, and then we go east again on Spruce, and south on Susan, and then we get to the park. Boom! I did not have to make a unit study. I did not have to buy a curriculum. It's just all building on literally back when we would play. And then we play more and we play in different ways. And, we just introduce new concepts. And knowing your child is very capable of a lot of things. And if they're not, then it's just going to go over their head and they're just not going to get into it. But if they don't have that chance, then you'll never know. So just always introducing those things, always just talking about things. And if they don't care or they don't know or they don't understand what north, south, east, and west is, then whatever. But now he can look at a map and tell me how to get from our house to the park or from the, it's upside down, from the bus stop to the park. And we talked about a key and symbols. So it's just really cool. It's awesome being able to homeschool and cater to their interests and just do more from play.